Hello, welcome to my radio and television station, and I'm Cao Trí. Here comes the local news. Yesterday, Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Đức Đam chaired an online meeting with 3 provinces and cities on the situation of opening schools in localities. At the meeting, a number of opinions agreed to propose that the Ministry of Health soon have a treatment regimen for children with COVID-19 and health facilities at home. Early vaccination for children from 5 to 11 years old. Researching vaccines for children under 5 years old, proposing to unify the process of determining F1. There's a difference between the regulation of Ministry of Health and the manual of Ministry of Education and Training. Deputy Minister of Health Nguyễn Trường Sơn said in the first half of February, the country recorded 329,000 cases, of which the number of cases from 5 years old to 18 years old account for 8.6%, and the 5 years old account for 4.8%. The Ministry of Health said it will soon have guidance on care and medication for students with COVID-19 to ensure safety and peace of mind for parents and society. The Consumer Price Index, CPI, in January 2022 increased by 1.9% compared to the same period last year, which is equivalent to the rate recorded at the end of 2021. According to the World Bank, rising energy prices continue to be a major contributor to the CPI inflation, while relatively stable food prices keep inflation under control. In the same view as the World Bank, HSBC also assessed that inflation is unlikely to be a major concern for Vietnam in 2022. HSBC raised a forecast for 2022 average inflation rate to 3% from its previous forecast of 2.7%. However, the bank stressed that the 3% forecast shows no significant risk for the State Bank of Vietnam, as it is still below the government's 4% inflation target. Many enterprises have started their production at the beginning of the year with an exciting and urgent atmosphere. Many businesses have so far had orders until the end of the first quarter of 2022. Right on the first working day after the Lunar New Year holiday, all employees of Thanh Dong Computer Enterprise were fully present, immediately catching up with the work to keep up with the schedule for the first order of the enterprise in 2022. Mr. Trần Nam Hải, director of Thanh Dong Computer Factory, said, "In 2022, we set very specific goals. We plan to strive from 20,000 to 30,000 products to reach the ultimate goal of revenue reaching 100 to 250 billion Vietnam dong. From the first day, we started making orders." In fact, according to enterprises, the order volume of many enterprises increased by 15% compared to the same period in the first quarter and after that of 2021. A series of policies timely approved by the National Assembly, the governments such as reducing costs, supporting cash flow, supporting interest rates 2% per year, has created incentives for enterprises that in preparation stage for recovery and set out plans to restructure production and business activities. On Monday, the Russian Foreign Minister published the full text of its response to the United States and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, on a draft treaty between Moscow, Washington, and NATO regarding security. In this document, Russia asserted that the U.S. side did not give a constructive response to the basic elements of a draft treaty prepared by Moscow on security guarantees. Specifically, the U.S. rejected Russia's proposal on such issues as stopping NATO expansion, not establishing military bases on territory of the former Soviet republics but are not members of this union, not using NATO infrastructure to conduct any military operations, and returned to the black borders in 1997 when Russia-NATO fighting was signed. The document affirms that recent demands for a joint withdrawal of troops from certain areas of Russian territory, accompanied by the threat of tougher sanctions, are unacceptable and undermine the respect for real agreement. Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova issued a statement explaining the decision to expel the second diplomat at the U.S. Embassy in Moscow. According to Zakharova, U.S. Deputy Ambassador Bartol Garman was asked to leave Russia in response to Washington's expulsion of a senior official at the Russian embassy in the United States. She said in the Russian side issued a statement explaining that there were some accusations from the media that it was a deliberate escalation by Moscow. A Russian foreign ministry spokesman confirmed that the deputy U.S. ambassador had indeed been asked to leave Russia, but this was only a stern response to the absurd expulsions of the consular embassies of Russian embassies in Washington. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.